Years in Hollywood, no one in Hollywood has a memory of going to a sold-out Kevin Hart show, there being a line for him ever getting a standing ovation at any comedy club.
Everyone is aware by now that Katt Williams has been determined to expose the darkest truths in Hollywood, and he focuses on Kevin Hart this time. You may recall that a few years ago, Kevin lost it on Katt, accusing everyone but himself of ruining his own career due to his addiction. Guess what, though? At last, Katt decided to repay the favor, and he did it dramatically. Katt accused Kevin of sacrificing his morals and soul to advance in Hollywood after a heated argument with Shannon Sharpe. He even said that to demonstrate his allegiance to the industry, Kevin was coerced into a humiliating ritual that involved dressing up and cosplaying as a gay man.
Deviance is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TG Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way.
Now, this isn't the first time Katt has made fun of Kevin for being power-hungry, or using whatever methods necessary to achieve popularity. However, he gave it his all this time. Everything that twisted Kevin is said to have done to get to where he is now is exposed, without any filters or holding back. Kevin Hart, however, has had enough. He has officially had enough of Katt Williams tarnishing his reputation, and he's putting up a fierce fight this time. There are rumors that Kevin intends to file a hefty slander lawsuit against Katt. And it appears that 2024 will be a long, chaotic year for them both. Katt read him for filth instead of just throwing shade. Katt's interview with Shannon Sharpe virtually took the internet by storm, in case you missed all the mayhem over the last several days. It ran for more than 3 hours, and Katt went crazy rather than making jokes, as fans had anticipated. He revealed the darkest secrets of the business, revealing identities and receipts, leaving many reeling. However, his blatant criticism of Kevin Hart, accusing him of being power-hungry and soulless in his ascent to the top, was what truly made fans gasp. What's even more amazing is that Katt has been there before. He had already cautioned people about Kevin's alleged Hollywood deal years ago, accusing him of being someone he isn't to remain relevant.
There is to a degree. Like when I connect dots that maybe shouldn't be connected, I don't know. But certain dots, like when I see that they put every black man in the movies in a dress at some point in their career, I'll be connecting them down like, wow, all these brothers gotta wear a dress. This happened to me. I'm doing a movie with Martin.
Yeah.
The movie's going good. So I walk in the trailer, I'm like, man, this must be the wrong trailer because there's a dress in here. They come in, it's the writer comes in, I think he's the writer, he's like, Dave, listen, you got this hilarious scene where Martin's sneaking out of jail, so he disguises you as a prostitute. And he put this dress on, and what? A prostitute? Nah, I'm not doing that. I don't feel comfortable with that. That should have been in the discussion. What? You don't feel comfortable with it? I mean, it's a hilarious bit. All the greats have done it. So, well, if all the greats have done it, it's kind of hacky, right? You're right. So why don't we just not do it? Because I don't feel comfortable wearing a dress. Oh, come on, Dave. Listen, we got it all set up. We're supposed to shoot. Every minute you waste costs this much money. No, the pressure comes in. Huh. He said, I'm not wearing no dress, man. I'm funnier than a dress. Just give me something funny to say. I don't need to wear no dress to be funny. What am I, Milton Berle? You know, we're going like this. And then finally he's like, and he leaves. And then like the director comes, Dave, it really would be great if you wear the dress.
This is where it all comes together. When Katt brought up Kevin's alleged humiliation routine, he wasn't simply being insane. Kevin actually portrayed a gay character in an SNL sketch years ago. And for fans who followed the rumors about Hollywood's darker side, that moment brought back a lot of memories. You see, there were already a lot of rumors circulating in the early 2000s that some black male comedians were under pressure to wear dresses or wigs as a sort of perverse rite of passage to achieve success. When Dave Chappelle revealed everything on The Oprah Winfrey Show in 2006, the entire concept collapsed. He disclosed that when he refused to wear a dress during a filming session with Martin Lawrence, the producers immediately produced a backup screenplay, seemingly ready for his defiance. Hollywood was rocked by that interview. Kevin Hart was among the celebrities who were later questioned about their positions on it.
I'm not wearing a dress. I'm not wearing the dress. All right, fine. Think of something else. Guy comes back 10 minutes later, the whole new scene. Damn, how did you write the scene so fast?
Kevin initially made an effort to brush it off, but he was certain about one thing. He never put on a dress to appease the industry or sacrificed his values. But shortly after saying that, Kevin Hart completely changed his mind and appeared on Saturday Night Live in full drag, flaunting a dress and wig for everyone to see. It was unbelievable to fans. The man who had previously declared that he would never compromise his morality was now acting in accordance with his vow. Perhaps, for Kevin, it was all just a joke. Perhaps he actually thought it was amusing. However, many people didn't find it convincing. They believed he did it to appease Hollywood executives and demonstrate that he would play the game if it meant gaining more notoriety, influence, and opportunities. In all honesty, it was successful. Before that, Kevin wasn't just a failing comedian. However, his career took off following that SNL skit. All of a sudden, he was all over the place, hosting major award events, starring in blockbuster films, and rising to prominence as one of the most lucrative names in comedy. The criticism was harsh nonetheless. Kevin had to take to Twitter to defend himself when fans called him a sellout. "I thought it was funny to wear a dress on Saturday Night Live," he added. "That was my choice. It wasn't made for me by anyone. I am in charge of myself." Katt Williams didn't make fun of Kevin when questioned about it afterward. He simply shook his head and stated that Kevin wasn't entirely to blame.
In the industry, they tried to make him wear a dress. Have you ever ran into that with scripts? And is that something that, you wouldn't do, for...
I definitely haven't ran into to put on the dress. I mean, you have to have boundaries. You have to have limits that you refuse to cross. For me, I know what they are. They've yet to been challenged, so I don't have to speak on them. I was asked to dribble a basketball on a talk show this morning.
You look good
no to that. Not that was a dress, but I was like, no, I'm gonna look stupid. At the end of the day, you got to know that you're a brand. I'm a brand. You need to protect your brand at all times. When things happen that can possibly affect your brand, your brand can be diminished, and you don't want that to happen. So protecting my brand is definitely.
Kevin, according to Katt, was a part of a long-standing Hollywood custom that requires black men to wear dresses before they can advance to the next level of celebrity. This is when things turn increasingly darker. Fans have been pushing the idea that Kevin Hart wasn't just another up-and-coming celebrity for years. He was an industrial facility that was positioned to take Katt's place. And the theory really took off after that SNL incident. Because the media abruptly started dissecting Katt, portraying him as unstable, addicted, and out of control, while Kevin's star power was soaring. Katt eventually responded to these claims in an emotional 2016 tirade, but what he said only served to fuel the flames.
Doesn't have to worry about what people are going to say about him wearing a dress because of the long line of dress-wearing people before him. So now we have Big Mama's house 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
I've never seen Medea in a pantsuit. I think she wears dresses. So now I'm saying, why are we picking on poor little Kevin Hart? Because it was his turn next.
Katt Williams became silent for a spell after all that mayhem. He took a break from social media and kept quiet, but when he eventually made a comeback in 2018, he did it with vigor. He didn't only voice his opinions during a heated interview, once more he illuminated the entire business, targeting Tiffany Haddish this time, accusing her of being just another power-hungry businesswoman who sold out for recognition and approval. Although Kevin Hart wasn't specifically mentioned by Katt during the interview, Kevin was undoubtedly under pressure.
The reason I don't do Big Tigger is because I had a tumor in my upper jaw and they had to take it out, and they had to block the whole right of my sinus with a piece of metal. So ever since I got out the Marine Corps, I can only breathe out of one nostril, boy. I get my blood tested every 3 months for the last 15 years. All narcotic tests have come up 0.00%. I'm 44 years old. little Tigger. You look up my rap sheet. I have never had a DUI or a possession of anything, not even the I do every day. See, when you real, you can tell the truth about anything or anybody.
When he and Tiffany made an appearance together on The Breakfast Club a few days later, Kevin completely lost it. He referred to Katt as a failure, saying he had squandered his own career, and even asserted that the only reason Katt was no longer at the top was because he decided to be a crackhead, rather than concentrate on achievement. That was a powerful blow, and Katt was not going to take it lightly. In a matter of hours, he took to Instagram and responded forcefully, accusing Kevin of disseminating false information to shield his reputation and divert attention from his own Hollywood dealings. The rounds were discharged in public. It became evident at that point that this was no longer only a comedic rivalry. It was a full-fledged conflict about receipts, power, and pride.
I know personally that I put on tour who have a hard time getting a chicken sandwich from Chick-fil-A after they headline 7 shows at a club for $2,500 a week.
But people like real, and that's why they
is that
like
what
her.
they like?
They love real.
Because everybody's real then. So don't trip.
No.
Is they so ghetto? When did that become marketable? Knock it off. They like her because she want to sleep with a white man. That's why the only thing she said was, I want to give it to Brad.
Following that chaotic back and forth, Katt vanished once more, going entirely off the grid. Nothing, not even live feeds or interviews. However, he reappeared a few days ago, and he dropped the biggest bomb yet this time. Katt accused Kevin Hart of selling his soul for fame and power in his most recent disclosures. He claims that early in his career, Kevin made covert agreements with prominent figures in Hollywood, exchanging silence and allegiance for success. Katt made it very evident that, in contrast to Kevin, he has never accepted payment to remain silent about what actually occurs behind the scenes. He even brought up the incident in which he was purportedly blackballed from the business for declining to participate in a graphic sequence in Friday After Next. The producers had requested that he perform a sexual assault scene. They thought it would be humorous, but Katt insisted that it wasn't funny. Katt stated that all of the movie roles he had been given had inexplicably vanished after filming was finished. And Kevin Hart, who Katt claims was always willing to play the game, ended up landing those same parts.
Keep pointing at Hollywood. Hollywood this, the white man, this, and this. When do you take responsibility for your actions? You had the shot.
Katt was in that position at one point.
You were the guy.
Yeah.
You were set up to be the star. You didn't show up to work. You promo shoots. You f***ed off your promo trips that they had set up for you. You became a risk to the studios, which is why the studios stopped f***ing with you.
Why was he a risk?
He chose.
Oh, okay.
Take responsibility for what you chose and say, you know what, I gotta fix me, and I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna stand up for comedy. So when you say Tiffany Haddish doesn't deserve or isn't really a comedian and these other women have worked hard, which they have. Shouts out to Melanie Camacho, shouts out to Lunel, shouts out to Leslie Jones, who are all underneath the umbrella of Katt Williams. Katt Williams, have you ever used your platform to f***ing bring the people that were under you up? You haven't. So because you haven't, don't shit on those that now are. I've used my platform and I've brought my guys and girls up. The brand of Kevin Hart is a brand that's expanded so f***ing far, whether you like me or not. My presence in comedy will forever be felt because I'm a f***ing boss. I sit on the top of it, and the opportunities that I'm giving are the ones that I'm creating. So take responsibility for what you did. You. Nobody else did. You don't hear Chris Rock, Dave Chappelle, the Kings of Comedy, Seinfeld. You don't hear George Lopez, Eddie Griffin. You don't hear who else can I go down the road of other comedians? Steve Martin, Martin Short. You don't hear the guys that got on top and that made it by doing what they love complain about the people that are coming under them. The reason why is because they're happy with themselves. Don't blame everybody else for your Don't on my sister Light because you're not happy with your
Kevin offered a message during his live commentary at the New York Knicks versus Philadelphia 76ers game, but he did not explicitly address any of Katt's most recent accusations. Kevin made cheesy comments about Katt purchasing the Knicks and dumping them off at the game, which was subtly offensive. Fans noticed the subtext right away. Even though Kevin was grinning, it was obvious to everyone that he wanted all the smoke from Katt. There are now rumors circulating that Kevin Hart is about to file a final lawsuit against Katt Williams.
And off making 85 million. I was over here not making 85 million. But it's all good. I don't mind $1 million a month and keeping my soul. And as long as Richard Pryor was able to be the king of comedy and a crackhead, they gonna continue to say maybe I am. But again, I urge you, if there's a you can do that'll get you Katt Williams level, you should OD on it tonight.
Claiming that after years of dragging on, this conflict has now gone too far. In all honesty, it appears that neither of them is going to back down anytime soon after everything that has been said. Social media had a lot to say about the drama, as usual. I've always thought Kevin Hart was planted to replace Katt. A commenter commented, "It occurred at the very moment that Katt's career began to falter. Then all of a sudden, Kevin was everywhere." One more fan chimed in, "It is unquestionably true. He was merely a background comedian in Scary Movie 3, as I recall. Suddenly, Hollywood's golden boy appeared. I had no idea he was so hilarious. How then did he blow up so quickly?" There is division on the internet. Some claim that Katt is simply resentful. Others assert that he is at last revealing the truth about what actually occurs behind closed doors in Hollywood. I want to hear from you all now, though. Do you believe that Kevin Hart sold his soul to pursue fame and power, or is Katt Williams merely stirring up trouble to gain influence? Please share your opinions in the comments section below. Before you leave, don't forget to click here to view our upcoming messy deep dive. Hit the like button and subscribe, because believe me, this tale is just going to get more bizarre from